up, everybody? If you've been to the channel before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Nikki and I'm seriously introverted. So this is an exciting, for me anyway, video. Actually it's early. I wasn't anticipating doing this one until next month, but this is the trip details and some other fun things video. Everything came early, so I sort of axed the previous video idea and we're skipping to this one. So if you're just joining us, I'm going to California with my best friend and my mom for Christmas. And my mom and I have never been to a Disney park during any sort of Christmas celebration, so for us to go for Christmas is amazing. It's gonna be busy. To be there during Christmas is crazy. We've been to Disney World. We went September, like middle September, and it was in its Halloween garb, but to go during Christmas, to see it dressed up as Christmas during Christmas it's a bucket list for my mom and I, for it to be Disneyland. We get to go to the original park during the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney Studio. That's big for us. And the itinerary that we have makes it better, which I'll get to here in a minute. So a little bit about what we're doing. We have chosen to go through, this is the first time any of us have gone through like a vacation package kind of thing. So we're going through Adventures by Disney. I do not know how they are affiliated with Disney. They are not Disney, they are affiliated with Disney. What difference that makes, I have no idea, but it makes a difference. I've been calling them Disney adjacent because they're not Disney, but they are. We have 4 different VIP tours, and that's what makes it special, because we'll be able to VIP Walt Disney Studios during its 100th anniversary, so that's really, really neat. Adventures by Disney has lots and lots of different vacation packages. Some are, you go to any of the parks, not just the ones in the US but abroad, and there are other packages that you can, there's like one that's called like Vacation Around the World or something like that, and it's literally like you hit the hot spots around the world in a private jet with like 20 people. So they have several different types of vacation packages. They are pricey, but might be worth it to some people. I scrimped and scraped all year for this vacation. It's doable, but like I said, it's pricey. So we'll do the fun goody stuff first, and then I'll get into the itinerary. So Adventures by Disney, it is a contract. We were a little bit concerned at first because this one is like, for Disney, you put money down a certain time frame out, if something happens you get your money back. That is not the case here. So I think it was a $400 deposit. After 2 weeks or something, if you didn't cancel in that 2 weeks, you lost that $400. And then you had a certain amount of time that, you know, say however many days out, you had to pay half. So even if you canceled, you owed half of whatever your vacation package was. And then a certain more vacation, you know, say it was like 90 days out or whatever, if you had to cancel last minute, it didn't matter. You had to pay the full price of your vacation. So I mean, it was very, very risky for us, because if something happened and we had to cancel, depending on your time frame, we were down potentially thousands of dollars. So this particular one cost $4,100 per person. It included hotel, not all, but we'll say half of your food. It was every breakfast, and then half lunch and half dinner. So there's three lunches, 3 dinners that we are accountable for. Your transportation to and from the hotels, to and from airport. So I mean, it includes a lot of stuff going to and from, but still very, very pricey. Gratuity, of course, is not included. The VIP tour guide gratuity, every other gratuity is included. Things like that. So Jessie was listed first on the contract, so all the email stuff went to her. We thought all the goodie things, because there's a lanyard, I'll show you here in a sec, that is required to go with. We thought she was going to get sent that because she got sent all the emails. So every time we made a payment, she got sent all that. So imagine my surprise when I opened my door and I have this giant box sitting on my my front step. So I got a UPS notification, which looks spammy. I deleted it, didn't read it. And it turned out that it was a UPS notification for this giant box that said, hey, your UPS shipment is delivered. I was like, I didn't buy anything UPS. I didn't. Adventures by Disney sent me a box, and I was like, what are they sending me? So they actually sent a box of goodies that you may or may not use on your trip if you wish. The only requirements was the lanyard. So I put everything back in the box because I already opened it, and then divvied everything out and then put everything back in the box. My bad, didn't think about it. So that's what it looks like in the box. I think I put everything back in the box. I don't even know. So we'll go through everything. So first, they gave us some free pins. They had to put back on the card because, you know, good thing I took a picture of this first so I knew where the pins all went. So some free cards that are just on a world map. That's why they have to have some Disney licensing, because they have Disney pins. Also, they're using the Disney font and all that. They have an Adventure by Disney branded backpack. It's a nice backpack, like, don't get me wrong. It's small, it's nice. I would take it, but it doesn't really have much in the way of organization on the inside. But it is nice, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice for something else, not for, I guess we'll say, a park bag. I'm gonna stick to the chest rig that I have. Plus I've got my the Molly bag that I normally carry around. But I feel like the flap would be annoying. Plus this is a button, so anytime I want to get into it, I have to button and unbutton it. That would be a bit annoying after a while, so I don't necessarily want to have to dink with that all the time. But it is a nice backpack. I do really like a backpack. This was also somewhat, I think this was required to be there. You can tell that I just tossed this back in. The Molly clips are mine. I'm trying to figure out, one, I'm trying to stretch these to be easier to clip on, and I'm trying to figure out how to attach this to my chest rig. But it does just say Adventures by Disney on the front. And then it's got like a non-slip thing on the bottom. Double insulated steel. This is really nice. And then a little wrist strap on the top. I believe it says this and the lanyard are essentially required to come, so that's why I got these, because I'm trying to figure out how to attach it. If not, then I'll just hang it from it or something, but this was already in my pack. That's why it's got the clippies on it. The other thing that's required to go is the lanyard. I have already, Mom and I made our names in Disney font on the Cricut. So we've already did that, got it on both sides. So they look really nice. We made one for Jessie too, so all three of us will match. Mom also made our names in the same vinyl, so we can all put our names on our water bottles. So that way we don't get them mixed up or whatever. So we have extras. We also have an extra, I think we have an extra one in case it peels off or something while we're there. I took it off the card, but a luggage strap, which I was weirdly excited for this for some reason. So a bright orange luggage strap to go around the luggage so it's easier to identify when it comes off the belt. My, I don't know if you've seen it on the channel or not, I have a really big Decine suitcase, and it is purple, and it's like a, not a flannel, but it's bright purple. It's really hard to miss in a sea of black suitcases. It's usually pretty easy to find. And then the last thing that I remember having in here were these, and these are the gratuity envelopes. We have 2 guides, and it is recommended, I think it was like $6 to $8 a day per guide, and it's 5 days. So I was just gonna do $10 a day, so I was gonna put 50 in each envelope. Be easier, easier math. So the fact that they sent it prior makes that much easier on me math-wise, and I don't have to remember. I just put that in there and hand it to them and be done. And then I don't have to try to remember not to spend $100 in my spending money and then, you know, overspend and then accidentally spend my tip money kind of deal. So I can preload that, and then I've just already got it done. That's what's in the box. That was what they sent. We thought they were gonna send that to Jessie, which was just the lanyard, and she was gonna send it, and then lo and behold they sent that to us, which was very nice. So now we have to figure out, you know, I'm just gonna take the water bottle and the lanyard is required. Water bottle is recommended. So those 2 are what I'm gonna take. Obviously the gratuity envelopes, and then I don't think I need the strap, even though I have the strap with my luggage, just in case I want to use it. My paranoia there would be the strap falls off and then I lose the strap. My Decine does not need the strap, so I probably won't take it. That's just one more thing that I gotta like dink with, I guess. So anyway, so that's the goodie stuff, and then we'll get down to the nitty-gritty. So Adventures by Disney, I already pretty much told you what I knew about them. So they have several vacation packages per year at World and Land, I believe. They're very, very small groups. So for instance, our group is a group of 12. You can't go above that. It may not be full sellout, so it could be less than 12, but it can't be more than that. There are several weeks throughout the year that they do these packages. I don't think it's every week of the year, it's just certain weeks. Some weeks are 100% child-free. Some weeks there are children who are allowed to go. Word of the wise or caution there. This is a highly technical, I guess I'll say, type of tour. Like, while children are welcome, please know your child's interests, I guess. It's technical. It's very much behind the scenes. It's something that most kids are going to be very bored about. It will ruin the magic, and unless your kid is older and like a future Imagineer, that trip's probably not going to be for them. They don't, like, the first 3 days, you're not even, or 2 days, you're not even in the parks. You're out of the parks, you're doing something different. So a bored kid could ruin a tour, and it's too expensive to force your kid into a tour that you don't know if they're going to enjoy or not. And like, we all know how destructive a bored kid can be. A bored kid's an unhappy kid. Unhappy kid's gonna make everybody unhappy. And like, I know that on my end, if I've got a screaming tantrum kid on my tour, one, I'm gonna be mad at the parent because you've forced your kid into a situation that you knew they probably weren't gonna like. And two, I scrimped and scraped and saved, you know, for a long time to be able to do this. It's very expensive, and now you're ruining what is a bucket list thing for me. So, like, even if you don't care about other people and ruining their trip, care about your kid, kind of deal. Like, it would be for older kids, you know, in the early teen. I would say no earlier than 12, you know, kind of deal. And that's only if they're really interested in a behind the scenes ruining the magic sort of deal, because that's what this trip's gonna do potentially. So, word of caution there. But yeah, it's a follow in Walt's footsteps sort of deal. How he came to LA, and then how he came to found, you know, what he did. So I'll go through the itinerary here in a second. But anyway, the Adventures by Disney is several things. So we'll fly in to LA, we get picked up, we get taken to our hotel. We're getting there a day early, so we'll have time to kind of walk around and settle in and whatnot. And then the first day, so with the box of goodies, we got what they said was our official itinerary. It has no times, no meet dates, or like where we're meeting or whatever. I don't know how official that is. So the itinerary is just a website that they send you, or they set up. So day one, I'm just gonna read it off to you. So we arrive. Obviously there's not going to be a whole lot because it's just your arrival day. So we get there, we get picked up, and then we're going to the world famous, or no, sorry, we're going to the hotel, which is steps away from the world famous Hollywood landmarks like the Chinese Theater, El Capitan, and the Walk of Fame. And then we're pretty close to the like very well-known restaurants, I guess, like the Hollywood and Highlight Center. Oh, well, I guess many restaurants are close by, as well as the Hollywood and Highland Center, and some shopping and entertainment centers. And then I guess we're meeting at the hotel for dinner with our group. And hopefully that's when we like learn when we're meeting and what time we're meeting in the morning, because they don't really tell you in the itinerary. Because there's no times, there's no nothing. So the second day, I guess we're in Hollywood. So we have a private Hollywood excursion, and then we go to the Jim Henson Company VIP visit. So the Jim Henson Studios is closed to the public. You can't get in there unless you have VIP tour. And if you book just a VIP tour, like, they're expensive, but you can book them. Like, they're hard, I think, to get into. So we do breakfast at the hotel, and then I believe we walk downtown Hollywood. Yeah, we go to the TCL Chinese Theater, and we'll walk through the stars, so and see the handprints of Hollywood legends, probably like Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, you know, the ones that have any sort of importance to Disney would be my guess. An exclusive VIP visit to the Jim Henson Company lot, built on the original site of the Charlie Chaplin Studios in Hollywood. And then we're eating lunch at Tam O'Shatner, which I guess was Walt Disney's favorite hangouts. And then I guess we're set loose on our own in Hollywood, so we can do whatever, or no, before our evening out, join your adventure guide for a special afternoon outing, and then the evening is on our own. So maybe we meet the guide to figure out what time and where we're meeting for the next day, because again, that's not in the itinerary. So day 3 is probably the day that I'm looking forward to the most, and that is the Walt Disney Studio and Archives, the Disney Imagineering tour. Yes, Disney, I'm looking forward to that one. So we're doing breakfast at the hotel, and then we leave for Walt Disney Studio. We have a privately guided visit, which includes the Walt Disney Archives. We'll eat lunch there, and we get to go to the studio store. I already feel myself in quite a lot of danger. I do not know how much I'll be able to vlog, because it does state that photography is restricted. So vlogging is going to be sketch probably during some of these VIP tours. And then we go to the Imagineering. So magic at the Disney theme park and resorts. Get a first-hand look at some of the creations conjured by the architects, designers, engineers, technicians, and others who make up Disney Imagineering. Photography restrictions apply. We also get to go to the gift shop there. Very much in danger. I'm very much looking forward to that. Living dangerously there. So then we'll be transported afterward to Disneyland Resort, which will go to our hotel there. We're going to the Grand Californian. Very much excited. Once we get to Disneyland Resort, I think we're set loose. Actually, no, this says after you've checked in and relaxed in your room, then you can join your fellow adventurers at Disneyland Park. So we must be gathering at some point. And then there's a Disneyland Resort welcome dinner at a favorite Disney eatery. Doesn't say where. We get a private tour of Walt's apartment. I'm excited for that one. And then we get the evening Enjoy entrance into Disneyland Park with a group experience prior to spending the evening on your own. So I don't know what the group experience is, but the rest of the evening is on our own. That one's going to be quite the full day, it looks like. So that one's going to be quite exciting. Day 3 I think is going to be a full day, but it's also a really good day because then we get Jim Henson Studio, or no, sorry, Walt Disney Studio, Imagineering, check into the hotel, Walt's apartment, plus whatever we're doing in Disneyland's resort. That one's gonna be a full day, and that's also a lot of the really, like, that's like bucket list stuff. Bucket list. So Walt Disney Studio, we get to VIP tour it during its 100th anniversary. That's huge for me. That's big. And then day 4, we'll meet for breakfast at the hotel. And then we go to California Adventure, which is, we'll go for a privately guided visit that includes a deep dive into the inner workings of the park and one of its iconic attractions, behind the scenes visit into Cars Land. Again, it's doing a lot of the photography restrictions apply, so vlogging's gonna be sketch, I think. Lunch at my leisure, so we'll be on our own for lunch, and then spend the rest of the afternoon and evening on your own at either of the parks. Experience the thrills and fantastic attractions, spectacular shows, and countless magic around. So we'll have the rest of them. So that one's a pretty open evening. So we'll have a VIP tour of the California Adventure, and then we've got the rest of the day on our own. So that'll be really nice. And then day 5 is breakfast again at the hotel. And actually no, that says at Disney Park. So we'll go into Disneyland for breakfast. Then we do VIP visit at Disneyland. And backstage that includes an iconic attraction. See areas that are off limits to other park guests and learn fascinating history of Walt Disney and his dream. Again, photography restrictions apply. Lunch in the afternoon on your own at Disneyland Resort. And then we have the farewell dinner. And then we have a VIP viewing of the World of Color. So that is going to be big. So we have like 4 VIP viewings. We might actually have more, or VIP tours. So we've got Hollywood VIP tour, Jim Henson tour. Actually, I think we have more than that. So Hollywood, we'll just do tours all together, but Disney related. So a tour of Hollywood, downtown Hollywood, Jim Henson Studio, Walt Disney, Walt Disney Studio, Imagineering, DCA, and Disneyland Resort, plus a VIP showing of World of Color. So we have several just VIP. So then what I understand is the VIP tours themselves, so like DCA and Disneyland Resort and Imagineering and all those, they are the equivalent to a plaid. They are not a plaid, but they are the Adventures of Disney's equivalent to a plaid. And if anyone who knows Disney, you know that the plaids are like way up here. They are the people that you want to take you on a VIP tour. They are also ridiculously expensive. For one VIP tour with a plaid, I think it's a minimum of 8 hours, and they're like, I don't even know, they're like $2,800 or something like that for a VIP tour of a plaid. That's per person, and we have like 4 to 6 of those. We have 2 guides, and we have several VIP tours. So yeah, this is the bougiest of bougie tour. Ridiculous right now. So I am stupid excited. This is a bucket list of bucket lists check-offs. During Christmas, Walt Disney Studio, during its 100th anniversary, Imagineering Studio. Jesse's very excited about Jim Henson, which, I mean, I'm excited about Jim Henson. You can't get in there. You can't get into any of those studios without a VIP tour of some sort, and they're hard to find. VIP tours of both parks. It's the home park. Touring Walt's apartment. I mean, it's just, this is huge. Staying in the Grand Californian. It's big. Like, this is big. We're very, very, very lucky, is all I can say. So I was bummed last year when we couldn't go during Magic Kingdom's 50th, but it was for a reason. It was so we could go this year and we could find this absolutely amazing tour. It was risky for us anyway. We don't do contracts. Like, it's nerve-wracking to not be out, you know. I mean, if something was to happen, we'd lose all our money. We don't get a refund, because I think it's like the 90-day cutoff or whatever, and we're just now entering that. And I mean, that's a lot of money to lose and not receive it back. So it's a scary prospect, but it's very, very exciting. We're going, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Like, this is so many things wrapped up in once. This is the most epic of trips, and I thought our 2018 trip was really epic, and I think this one is more epic than that. So now it's all waiting to pack, which is really hard because I've got everything. Like, I have my suitcase out. It is still way too early, but I'm trying to gather. But every time I gather, I have to take stuff off because I'm still using it, and it's silly. So it's marching ever so closer, but not quite close enough. But that's the details. That's the stuff they sent. I'm stupid excited right now. It's gonna be a lot, I think, but I'm ready. Let's see, it's a 5-day trip. We're going a day early. We're also staying a day later. That way we can sort of recover on both sides. We're going a day early in case there's any travel shenanigans. You know, we don't want to hit the ground running. We want to be able to hit the ground and rest and be ready to hit the ground running the next day. And then we want to be able to enjoy the last day and relax, and then get a good day's sleep or good night's sleep, and then go, kind of deal. We don't want to cut our last day short, if that makes sense. So I think that's everything. It was kind of a lot, but let me know what you think of the trip. It's slowly but surely coming up, and yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Like, what's your favorite thing? What would you like to see? You know, what are you most excited for, kind of deal? Be sure to let me know. I'd love to hear it, and if there's something that I can try to do. I had someone who made an amazing suggestion, which I did write down, to make my own unboxing out of like stuff you know, that I buy in the park or whatnot. And I didn't forget, I did write it down, and I am determined to kind of do that on my own, to have my own sort of unboxing stuff going. And if anyone else has suggestions like that, I'm open to hear it. So let me know. But other than that, I think that is it. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.